Hello everyone, welcome to Fableheim and Age of Wonders 4 Secrets of the Archmages. The time has come for the first sandbox campaign of the first story pack of Age of Wonders 4. Thanks everyone who watched the Tinkerbell video. It did much better than I thought it would. Of course, it was all just emotional reminiscence for me, but this will not be reminiscence. This series is probably the most crushing victory of any poll. It is none other than the Queen of Spiders, Lolth herself. I think the only person who's come close to doing that well was Kel'Thuzad. It's been a while since we have such a crushing victor, but I will be doing my utmost
Choose your destination
to create with Lolth the ultimate spider build as teased by the game director. Although I do have some special tricks up my sleeve to Lolthify it, if you will. So this realm, of course, there will be 9 players on a very large map. Will be on continents because it is the best realm trait. That's just it, really. We will be going with the Blessed Fields. There will be no inhabitants and no presence trait, as per usual. And we will, of course, be focusing on the new Shrouded Isles. I'm actually very curious to see how many there are on a very large 9-player map, because it's going to be massive. And we'll see how many secretos we can get our grubby little hands on. That's what Lolth would want, after all. Now, to add some modifiers to this realm, this is a realm that is shrouded in secrecy, but its power has drawn a great many powerful people to it in search of said secret. So we still have the Blessed Fields. We'll have Crystalline Abundance for more mana. We, of course, have a Wondrous Past. A Wondrous Past that was full of conflict. This realm is ruined. Free cities are rare, but there will be city ruins out and about for us to expand onto. And we're going to grab the... There's one more I wanted. Death. The inescapable end. Deathcasting. The mortals of this realm are infused with its magic, releasing it upon their death. Units grant their owner 10 combat casting points on death. This, I don't think will be very helpful for us, but I thought it would be fun. You know, give it a try. Again. So, yep, that's pretty much all of the realm traits we'll be using. Let's see. There's a, yes, a Shrouded realm. Now, additionally, additionally, we're going to be playing with teams. Teams have been expanded in the sprite update that accompanied Secrets of the Archmages. They are now fixed team, which is how it was before. The teams are set. You're immediately at war with everyone who's not on your team. Go bash each other. There are alliances, which is just you start in a full alliance with whoever's on your team, but diplomacy functions otherwise as normal. I didn't think it would, but it does. And Overlords is basically the same thing as alliance, but one of the members of that team is the Overlord and the others are the vassal. So we're actually going to have, let's see. So we're going to have 3 teams of 2. Then, of course, I am by myself. And then we'll have 2 neutral-ish characters as well. I can set this all up later. We will be playing on brutal difficulty, true brutal difficulty, which means the world threat's going to be high. It's going to be hard. We will also give challenging plus to the AI, so this will only affect the AI rulers. It will not affect the marauders and free cities, what little there are. We will be on high intensity happening. I'm going to turn off intrigue happening because I don't want the rulers I worked hard to create to be replaced. But I will leave on the Lost Soul this time. I got some requests to see them, and also because people wanted to see me get scared as the Lost Souls wander about and just show icons, so we will permit them to return. And I think everything else will be defaults. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, Lolth.
Your journey starts
Who
here.
is Lolth? Well, of course, she is the ruler. Undisputed ruler. Well, there's a little bit of dispute. The ruler of the Dark Seldarine Pantheon for the Drow. So she will be entering a new world during a moment of time called the Silence of Lolth, when she was pretty much inactive. She was just trying to become more powerful. That was it. So she'll be leading some Elfkin who have Arcane Focus or more magic damage, Strong for more melee and missile physical damage, and Cold-Blooded for reduced morale loss. I couldn't decide what if we're going to be strong or magic or physical, so I'm like, why not both? Por qué no los dos?
Origin culture.
As the Primal culture, we follow in the footsteps of one of the animals, and with the tunneling spider, we will begin underground, so we didn't need underground adaptation. We'll start with excavation, which is cool. Our underground cities will have +1 province annexing. We'll be able to build farms on regular cavern terrain. We will ignore cities build dependency from lava and chasm terrain within our domain, and mushroom forest provinces are our favorite terrain, granting +2 knowledge. We'll also be able to summon spiders, and our units will have cave walk and the tunneling spider's boon, which is the rising fury mechanic. Basically, as we hit stuff, I think Orc hit? No, just when we're hitting stuff. We gain stacks of the fury, and at 3 stacks, we gain lifesteal and bonus blight damage. The ultimate spider build does involve some spider summoning, and Lolth was the master of spiders pretty much. She actually killed a couple of deities and demon lords that tried to encroach on her domain. So, her domain of spiders. So she's all about it, but we will be doing it later. A little bit later, and I'll talk about the primal buff when we get to that. For our culture, we are apex predators, because the Drow were definitely supremacists. They were the strong, and all others were weak that deserved to be prey. I mean, even most of their men were weak that deserved to be prey. They gain food upon successfully pillaging a province improvement, gain food for raising a conquered city per province improvement has, gains food on successfully migrating or conquering a city, or migrating a conquered city for population, and then the city will lose pop. Vassals grant +1 food income per pop, and we have -10 alignment because we are evil. Also, starting units start +1 rank, which is nice. So because free cities are going to be rare, we won't benefit quite as much as this, but the conflict with other players will kick off a lot faster, I think. We'll see. And of course, we are a subterranean society. The Drow loved the Underdark, and Lolth's whole shtick was being Underdark. In fact, there's a character who's the opposite of that we may meet. But basically, underground passages will grant +2 Imperium when they're under our control. Underground cities have +20% food income. I believe that has to be, the city tile has to be underground. I believe. And excavation of underground provinces has a chance of uncovering an additional resource node. I debated heavily between this and Scion of Evil. I really thought long and hard about it. But the thing about Lolth is that Lolth is super evil. She's not evil for the sake of being evil. She just is giga evil. She's lawful evil, she's neutral evil, and she's chaotic evil. She's all three.
Choose your first tome.
So she's like, it felt insulting almost to call her a Scion of Evil, because she is more than that, Anyway, but our starting tome will be the Tome of Gluttony. The Lolth is also known as the Queen of the Demon Web Spider Pit. So she is very much a character that you could play with the demon transformation, go all in on demons, and just sprinkle in some spoders here and there. But I'm going to try and mix the two and create something fantastic. That's the goal. That's the plan. So we'll have Illusory Feast as our starting spell, which will be all nice and fun. And of course, we get to play the Gorge Maxing minigame, my favorite. And she is a Wizard King, because she's coming from a foreign place to lead these Drow. Behold, Lolth in all of our humanoid glory. Now, of course, Lolth's true divine form is as a mixture of a Drow and a giant spider. And we'll get there. But she could appear as a normal Drow, or, just make someone that's a Drow that her avatar. She did that a couple of times. We'll even meet a couple of them as we continue out the campaign. But yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do with her, because on the one hand, she's like a divine caster. So cleric, maybe you could argue druid if you really tried. But on the other hand, she also ripped people apart with her bare hands. So we're going to go Spellblade, and do a little bit of magic and fisticuffing, and we'll start with this Lasher Sword and Shield because it's funny. Just think of her, she's in her weakened state. She's growing in her power. And we'll make this all right all soon. Here are our little drow. They're just kind of vibing. There's not a lot to talk about. They're primal. We'll get there.
Your journey begins.
So this is the Queen of Spiders, Lolth, the Weaver. She leads the Lolthite drow from the Demon Web Pits. The ambition I went for is Fearmonger because I have a really fun build planned. It's a bit diverse in its strategies. And I want to finally really make use of this. Because I was inspired by Tinkerbell in her campaign where Vicious Killer did a lot of work. I think Lolth can bring it to the next level. The apex, if you will. The Queen of Spiders Lolth is the head of the Dark Seldarin Pantheon and primary deity of the Drow. But that is not enough for her. In pursuit of greater power, Lolth has entered dormancy within the Abyss and ventured forth in spirit to claim this shrouded world's secrets and ascend to even greater heights. That'll be a reoccurring theme as we march forward in the campaign, which I hope you are excited for. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Shrouded Isles. It took an alarming amount of time for the game to generate this map, which does concern me. But hey, I'll edit out all the long time turn timers. We begin here in the bottom, of course, with Illusory Feast and Ancestral Harmony. Okay. We have our healing skill. Let's see where we are in the map. We are in the bottom right. Wow. I am getting lucky with these spawns. Supremely lucky. What is that? Alright, so we are here in the bottom of the map, having a good time. Having a great time. We're going to go ahead and start with the Woodcarver's Workshop. Production is always good. This is the special building for the permaculture. Placing their production building with a little bit of extra food. I'm actually going to stop that so we can go down farther. Oh, well, okay. You have led your Lolthite drow, ardent followers of the tunneling spider, to a new realm when something catches your eye. Not far from Demon Web Pits, a wondrous tree pulsates with invigorating energy. Its strangely familiar energy inspires you, even from afar. A faint chirp on the wind calls you to it. Your eyes fixed on the tree, you discern a faint apparition of immense power. Could it be? Is that the ancestral spirit of your Lolthite drow, the tunneling spider herself? Does the tunneling spider, whom your people intimately call Underatter, truly grace this realm? You should visit the tunneling spider den presently. Now, of course, there's a little bit of conflict with the lore here. Lolth is here to take over the Underatter's position and become the one and only deity of these people. We're going to go ahead and lock Infernal Jaws and take Demonic Hunger. That is our key. Everything will revolve around that. We can take a look at our starting army as well. We did begin with an Animist. Thank the Dark Gods, Lolth. This is our support unit, and he is a good boy. He has an okay attack. What's mostly important, though, the heal is very nice, but it's this. This can now be used. It can't be used on turn 1, but you don't need any Fury for it. So we can just spawn a Primal Spider, which will be very helpful. This is going to be a nice little trick we're going to be using for quite some time, so I hope we get used to it. The Protector is our tier 1 shield boy. This guy did get buffed. I mean, not on this patch, but semi-recently for me. The Primal Renewal is now just great. It used to remove your Primal Fury stacks, I believe. This is a great ability now. And we have the Primal Darter. This is our range unit that is not... It's like a hybrid range unit. It has a blowgun instead of a bow. We're going to want to get rid of this, although this is a nice little shot. The Primal Culture doesn't have bad units. They're okay, you know? We can make them work. We can make them work. But I was asked to slow down, if you will. Whoa. And kind of show everything off. So I will do my best to do that. Alright. So this is our scout. Our scout is going to go edging about. Or do we need the scout? We might need the scout. Oh, I thought I built a unit. What do we want? Lolth herself is a melee unit, so I think we're just going to get another Primal Darter. And I don't think I need a boost. Boost! Just in case. When you arrive at the tunneling spider den, the visage of the tunneling spider that lures you there has disappeared, yet you feel ensnared, as if you've sprung a trap you cannot see. You examine the enthralling tree and notice that its trunk and branches are overgrown with pungent mushrooms. Under-Atter's influence is palpable here. You recall ancient legends that promise formidable boons to the most ardent torchbearers of Under-Atter. Claiming this territory, that you may build the Tunneling Spider Temple, which invokes the power of the Tunneling Spider, to slowly turn your domain into mushroom forests, where your Lolthite drow thrive. Win Under-Atter's favor by securing at least 3 Tunneling Spider dens and build the Tunneling Spider Temple. The Tunneling Spider is guaranteed to notice your devotion. It's me. I am the Tunneling Spider. I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Oh boy. Welcome to High World Threat. Oh, this is the Web Weaver. Okay. I think I want another ranged unit. So next turn, we'll attack here. So we'll let our scout go out. Every scout has kind of a unique feature with them, and the Primal Scout is that they can see the tunneling spiders. We also begin with the Earth Shape because we are Primal. We can change terrain into our preferred variant if we would like. I don't particularly care. We have plenty of it around us for now. We also should start near an underground passage. If I can find it. This new realm harbors secrets. Where do we find this? You sense them pulling you beyond the horizon, like an ancient power calling your name. Your scouts report the discovery of several breached isles in this realm, although none dared to venture beyond. They also counted an unusual amount of ancient obelisks that hum when you go near them. The scouts found archaic inscriptions etched onto these lone stone columns, but could not make any sense of them. They claimed the glyphs danced before their eyes. Perhaps these ancient obelisks are the key to unlocking the beckoning secrets. You or one of your heroes should visit one. Where is this? This, of course, is part of the Shrouded Isle. Oh, hello. I see. I'm sorry, is that a fire giant? Here's a Whispering Stone. Perhaps we can be communicative. Elder Ino Whisperwind of the Free City's Sacred Root acknowledges you with the ancestral greeting of the Lolthite Drow. Glory to Lolth! Well met, Queen of Spiders. Ino Whisperwind observes you for a beat. It is obvious to me that you and I both follow the Under-Atter, the tunneling spider. Soon you'll follow only me. But we wait. Kin is what I shall call you. Let us not wage war, but speak of peace. So one of Lolth's greatest traits is diplomatic duplicity. In other words, she was a bit of a liar. Stretching the truth a wee bit. Picking up what I'm putting down. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and, drop that farm right there. Because this is the spider dinner. When we annex it, we gain 15 city stability. We're going to want to clear all this, and I'm probably going to have to do it all manually. Also, this guy won't let me move. So we'll abandon that approach for now. Because I've been boosting out units, we are too broke. Alright, which of these is easier? They're both kind of brutal. See what the AI does. I think it's going to be this one. Ooh, the AI did well. But it is tradition. It is the law, kind of, to fight the first battle. So we shall fight the first battle. Now, the Umbral sword that we have here with Lolth, this is an Umbral demon weapon. And, Umbral fiend, excuse me. I just think it's funny. It's kind of Lolth, you know, to use whatever power is at your possibility. We definitely want to be super chill here. Because next turn we are summoning the Primal Spider. If we can. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The shrubbery that Lolth is hiding in blocked out... or canceled the charge. Alright, let's get this Primal Spider going. Here is our particular Primal Critter. They are all like ethereal creatures. They're also mythic unit, which is fun. In the fact that it prevents enchantments and stuff from activating on them. But, yeah. Ethereal. Got some nice little spoder tricks. So we can go over here. And do this. We did get immobilized. Nice. So our Illusory Feast can be used to distract a target and stun them. So it's stunned, which means that they're not actually a much threat here. Are you immobilized? You are. No, you're slow. Okay. Yeah, so we don't particularly care about this guy anymore, but I could just still smack the crap out of him. Yeah? Yeah. By getting 3 attacks, of course, we now have the Fury of the Primal Spider. So Lolth is going to be popping off next turn. It is regrettable. That, I'll not be so easily able to kill this, but that's alright. We got rid of it. Now we shoot to this. Alright. Probably have to have a nice little heal talk here. Flinging miss, huh? Good grazes. Alright, this is fine so far. Less fine, but okay. The Protector can go ahead and heal itself. Position heal thyself. We could go for another Illusory Feast, and I think we shall. We failed this stun, but we did get the Distracted still, so we're gonna swat. And move it on. Okay, sure. That's called an efficient use of resources. I'd love to get onto the range unit, but I don't particularly care about the range unit. I care about these two. This one can teleport, the big old boy. That is worth noting. But if he teleports, he's left with 1 AP left, so can't go all in on us. Alright. Not too shabby. We can triple speed this. There is also a spell that allows us to summon the Primal Spider. So a lot of the strategy for these early fights... Disengage. Are just going to be, how can I position the spider summon to be the most effective possible? You know? We did not... Oh, we got the stun too. Fantastic. Now, is that overkill? A little bit. Am I okay with it? Absolutely. Say no. We're just gonna have to work with it, work it out, and deal with our mana as it comes. I think we did better than the AI there. We leveled up. Now, of course, I think Lolth would be more effective as a champion, but then I wouldn't have this sweet outfit. So, you know. I don't think that helps us out much right now. I think fire does make more sense for Lolth. Probably. Probably. Especially because we're going to be going with the Tome of Burning Passion. We can sidestep into our domain for a turn. Very convenient that the Protector that got smacked is the one that has movement left. It is worth noting, of course, that units will be evolving soon. Do we get a second scout, or do we get a Bonky Boy? The threat of units will be evolving, but we can vibe. You know? We'll grab a Protector, and then we will get a scout. And we definitely need to keep an eye out sooner rather than later. Yes. I'm gonna do it. Growing is good. Sooner... Oh, really? Rather than later on plopping down another city. I want to be on top of that this campaign. I'm not always. I will be the first to admit it. But I want to be this time. You might be able to auto-keep. Wait, were there 6 units here? Did it already evolve? I think it did. No, I just can't count. Alright, we have to be very careful here. The AI probably struggled because there is some jumping. There's, of course, the new Weaver Spider, which is an actual proper ranged unit. We'll have a couple of them. I wouldn't say a lot, but a couple for sure. Sure, why not? There is a way to position to be more mindful of the jumping. But this is a one-turn cooldown, so I think I'll just pop this now. And we'll use it when we can. I could also do... Okay, sure. Just top off our units here. Alright. Not too shabby. Okay. Now, of course, whenever a unit is slowed, it loses its retaliation attack. That is something you're going to hear me say a lot this series. Just be forewarned. As this is a tier 3 unit, I think we will distract it. It resisted the stun, but it got hit by the other thing. Also, this isn't the best. I could put it here. Jump. No, we want to put it here. I wouldn't say that was the best positioning for this, but it's good enough. And maybe that will attract these two spiders to come get on the rear. The AI cannot resist the rear. In the rear with the gear. Know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. We definitely need to kill this. That is mighty unfortunate. But we have to kill this. Because it's a single entity, it doesn't lose damage as it takes... You know, it doesn't lose models as it takes damage. So it's 100% effective at 100% health and at 1% health. So a bit overkill there, but that's okay. There's no kill quite like it. Know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's not good. That is supremely not good! Alright. Now, unfortunately, we are going to have to use our Ancestral Harmony here. This is our healing spell from our culture. I believe it heals more. If you have the... How do I get out of this? Okay. You're going to kill that. Lolth is going to beat the crap out of you. Yeah, okay, we got it. Here's how we do it. If we immobilize this, we are good. Unfortunate, but we're still fine. So this and Lolth are going to kill that. This is going to kill that. And we're going to be just fine. Nice hops. Okay, the Ancestral Harmony was a little bit of an overreaction. But I cannot lose Lolth yet. When your ruler is dead, you cannot cast spells and you cannot research. It is catastrophically bad to lose them early on. So I'm glad we did. We kept that under control. Kept our cool. Moved on. I do not have a ranger hero. At least not one that I constructed anyway. Hello, Haunted Graveyard. You will have to deal with that sooner rather than later. The Haunted Graveyard can be a little spooky. So, you know, we'll see what we can do. I need to find the way up, and I need to start plotting another city. It doesn't appear to be one way up here either. There was a bug for the longest time. Well, is it a bug or an inefficiency? Where underground cities could spawn without a passage nearby. It was supremely unfortunate. Are you another shield boy? Where is our scouts? Our scout is heading down here to take a look at this. I think our scout's going to go this way instead. Okay, we do have a diggy dig. There has to be a way up here, right? I think so. That or we got really unfavorable spawning. We'll see. We can auto this and see how it goes. I'm probably going to have to control... I'm just going to take it. Or to control this fight. I do like Devastating Evocation. Also, it opens the path to the quick phase. One of the reasons I wanted to go Spellblade is because one of Lolth's spells is Planar Phase, which is basically just the phasing. I can use this, huh? Feels wrong. But it could also be so very right. Lolth is currently face tanking for us. That's why she's so... Well, what if we do just for a little... Just give it a shot. What if we just try for a little bit? You know, just give it a little bit of a... Very nice. Just a little bit of love. So if the thing is down here, we definitely want to go down here. It's not going to be relevant for us for a while, but it could be soon. Okay, so we need to find the way up, and we need to consider the next city. The AI will be putting their cities down in the next 5 turns. Their second city. I don't see a way up yet. It has to be here, though. You know what? No, I should keep this guy with me. I was definitely getting ready to send him on an adventure, though. That's what this scout is for. Cool. Alright. Yes, okay, way up is here. Demonic Hunger is in. We're going to grab the Infernal Jaws. Ooh. Lolth with 1,000% Corrupt Pact. I'm going to have to remember to lock that because we're going to save all of our... Oh. Just kidding. So, this is very important. I'll explain it when we cast it. Alrighty. Our first Empire skills available. The Food Infrastructure. Food city structures cost less gold in production. Or Fruitful Integration. We do want Fruitful Integration. We're going to be making most of our cities. Yeah? Maybe we wait on this? No, we'll grab it now. Torn on that a little bit. So, we're not going to be doing any absorption. I mean, we might absorb this, I guess. But, Lolth was very much a supreme... Hi! A cultural supremacy type character. How many dogs are there? Oh, Lolth definitely wants to be using this. Excuse me? Yes. She definitely wants to be using her melee weapons for this. I will say the only reason I thought to do that is because of the Adventures of Elliot. Oh. Huh. This is nice. We do have a slight problem, though. I have to clear this before I can grab this province. It's very unfortunate. Also, oddly enough, the game gave me this. So this is the Ancient Obelisk. This is a new resource node that gives 5 mana and 5 knowledge. If you are on a realm with Shrouded Isles, however, you can press the button to learn about the secrets of the Isles. No! I think I'm going to need him. Let's just do a nice little calm fight. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't be fighting yet. I will triple speed this because, you know, early game fight. The game might have just crashed. But we're good. But because it's an early game fight that, well, I think you've seen... Game? I have to two speed this if the game can't think itself through. I was going to just triple speed this because, again, we've seen this before. We know where this song and dance goes. But if the game doesn't want me to, the game doesn't want me to. Know what I'm saying? Now, there is a minor complication with the spirit beasts. They're flying. They fly now. So they don't particularly care about my formation and zone of control and all that, but we can vibe. Do I think I'm going to get a better evocation? Probably not. I mean, I'm sure I could hit more, but I want to attack, don't I? I do. So you know what? We'll just burn this and move on. Most likely what's going to have to happen is one of these ladies is going to bounce. And when they do, that'll be our spawning location. Okay. That wasn't quite what I expected, but... There's one more burb. Alright. I'm going to bounce. And you're going to spawn this. And then you're going to beat the crap out of this. Huzzah! All according to Keikaku. Now, Lolth, I think you're going to beat the crap out of this. Oh, we got our Fury. Nice. That's an advantage of this spell, of any, like, hybrid range character going into this culture. You have a lot of opportunities to just eviscerate. I don't think I want to cast any magic. We have a lot of spells we're going to want to be casting. Okay. They had to develop tech to make that jump work. And it works decently well, I think. Our backline is a little vulnerable now. But, wind wasn't it, you know what I'm saying? If a flying unit really wants to get in, there's no stopping it. Well, you know, I guess I could have used the Martial Cestus. I haven't thought about that weapon in a while. Game. When I said that, you know, Lolth rips people apart with her hands, there's actually some really cool artwork. I'll probably try and put it up. Of Lolth fighting and just tearing people asunder. I'll try. We'll see what Future Fate can remember from this episode. We shall see. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Ooh, nice enchanted armor. Okay, we still have one turn until we can change this. This is probably fine. Ooh, the game thinks it's a risky battle. Really? It is a Mortalist. Probably have to fight this too. Okay. I mean, they did a lot better than I thought they would. And we have mana for this if we really need it. I'd rather not, but if we need it, we got it. Game's really having a moment thinking about life. Something I've been contemplating quite heavily recently myself, but geez, I don't think I'm lagging that hard. Don't think so anyway. Rah, ah, ah. Alright, who needs this heal? I know you can heal yourself. Lolth is missing 20. You're missing 16. This one. Okay. Now again, the big elemental... Wait, really? I mean, I can sit here for a while. There is a hidden rule. I'll sit here. Tell me I won't. There is a hidden rule where if there's no contact for 5 turns, it ends in a draw. I believe that's from Planetfall. No, that's from Age of Wonders 3, isn't it? Might be from 2. I did not play 1 or 2, so I know it's a little sacrilegious, but it is true. Okay. Lolth is a little wounded, and I am not able to heal her. And I was not able to get this guy through. You know what? I might have to do... Ooh. Ah. Uh-oh. Ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. So I think if we kill this guy, Lolth will be fine. If we don't, she might be in trouble. I don't have Battle Mage yet either. Okay. We're gonna have to be a little more annoying than I would like to be. Lolth's gonna have to go in, and this guy's gonna have to go tie stuff up. So he's going in here, right into the thick of it. And we're just gonna have to hope that Lolth doesn't get bonked. It appears the bait was taken. Unfortunately, the bait is one of my characters. You have served your Spider Queen well. Thank you for the casting points. Alright. It's very annoying that I can't cleanse this, but it is what it is, I guess. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's the coraling. I got this guy's being flanked. I guess I'm gonna have to do this. Do we benefit from this? I don't actually think so. Well, let's find out. Alright, Lolth can use this opportunity to heal a little bit. Not a lot because of the disease. And you take a little bit of damage. It'll be fine. Alright. Please don't die, Lolth. I went to great lengths to make sure you did not die. Good. That was a great bounce, actually. To be fair, losing my Ritualist would be awful as well. My Animist, I think it's called. Alright. That'd be nice. How are you doing? Sure. Boop, 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 boop. Okie dokie. Uno, dos. So I believe the AI lost one unit as well, right? I think it was the same unit. Well, that's okay. We got her done. Don't expect the Protectors to live until the end. Honestly, maybe I should have waited. Well, that's fine. So we activated the Ancient Obelisk. We need to activate two more. And then we will unveil the Shrouded Isles, which we probably won't get to for quite some time. I want a quarry. And I'm going to build it here on 2 gold nodes. The power of Underground Society. Oh, okay. Let's see where this goes. Lolth is level 4, and we are going to go for the Initiate of Chaos. We'll get this later. Don't worry about it. I mean, we do get 1 free respec. Eventually, we're not going to need this Inspiring Killer thing. I prefer the other variation, actually. So we'll just grab Searing Strikes, and then... Oh. Base attacks gain 2 fire damage to the target and adjacent enemies. Huh. I forgot that was there. But we're going to grab Aethermancy, and then we can get Quick Phase. Accuracy. This isn't helpful, but it is 5 health, and 5 health is 5 health. You know what I'm saying? 5 HP be 5 HP. The reason why I pondered, probably should have made a unit too, why we should have waited 1 turn. I mean, I could have healed up a little bit more. We weren't full health, we weren't like, dear mother of pearl. Great. We were like in a lot of trouble. But now we have Demonic Hunger. This is the key transformation from the Tome of Gluttony, and I have a lot of fun with this little minigame. So our culture, which we will apply to Lolth the Weaver, when killing a non-combat summon enemy unit, we gain a permanent stack of Gorge, which gives us 2 maximum hit points. At 5 stacks of Gorge, it will transform into Demonic Satiation, granting 5 hit points, 5% bonus damage, stacking up to 10 times. So it will then reset, and, you know, we can start the gorging all over again. And at 10 stacks, it's done. So if we play our cards right, a unit can get plus 50 max health, plus 50% bonus damage, and we heal them more whenever we pillage something. So this is a lot of fun. Honestly, probably my favorite thing from the new DLC. Probably. Now, it does give you all these little mouths alongside you, and depending on the depiction of Lolth, this is not horrifically inaccurate, but I do like to hide it. Is this patrolling or is this aggressing? Did anyone see the pop-up? I think it's just patrolling. Grab some knowledge on the Protector. Another Spirit Tracker. So we want to, like, go through the underground and see if we can find a good spot for a city. But we don't want to go all the way. There's basic seafaring. My goodness, my Imperium. So we're going to get on the water with you. Maybe we can find somewhere over here and then connect it down here. Possibly. No. How's this going? It's going. It's not like Lolth to do anything diplomatically. I probably should go see what's in this corner. If there's a node in this corner, there's not. Okay, great. As if there's a node in this corner, worth it. If there's not worth it. So we're going to go with not worth it. I need to save my Imperium now because we need to put down a city. Especially because we got that trait in the nature tree that makes it 1,012% worth it to make our own city. Yes, that extreme. I think we're going to annex a farm. And I'm going to do it on this. We can switch this later if we want to. This is a crazy province. So with that, we can get the Stone Steel or the Tier 2. I think Tier 2 is more important. For a couple of reasons. The least of which being we can get more... There are 2 down here. Okay, so this is definitely a place we want to look at expanding to. Look, there are 3. Yeah. You're interested in there. Especially if this will connect. This must be a Wandering Spirit. Infernal Jaws is in. This is a combat spell. We'll grab Crap Pact as well. We have our first traits over here. Quarry's Grant Draft. We are not building either of these right now. But the Infernal Jaws is a combat spell that deals fire and physical damage. And if it kills the target, if it deals the killing blow, then adjacent units of ours will gain... Oh boy. We'll gain a stack of Demonic Satiation. Or Gorge, excuse me. Yeah, so we want... Especially if there's a way up here. Don't know if there is. It kind of doesn't look like it. There might be. Wait, so where are we? So you're over here. This has to be a Lost Spirit. Okay, that's a little worse for me. But, I mean, at least it's not a player. The Crusader hosts are not gonna like me. Even a little bit. Alright, well, here's our protector. He is going to engage this foul dragon. We're on high world threat, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You wanted me to do this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We will be fine. So, the Bone Dragon, of all the dragons, it is the weakest. But it was buffed a while ago now, I guess. This is disease, right? Or decay, excuse me, yeah. So usually there are two ways we can make this work. The first is we separate the dragon from everything else, so we can just throw everything at it in one turn and it'll blow up. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. The other is to kill everything else but the dragon. And hope it's not bothered. It could fall back here. I don't like this, but I don't hate the idea either. Something like this. So we're falling way back. Maybe we can get the skeletons to clash before the dragon. Okay. Oh, are they light-footed? That's not fair. Okay. Like, we need to save all of our magic for... I mean, that's spicy. How can you not see that? It's right there! Okay, well. Okay, so you're going to tie that up. Although it's a skirmisher, so it can just walk away. But at least it has to walk away. Okay, minor positioning issue. Okay, that's good, I think. Hey. Maybe I can immobilize the dragon? I figured. I mean, I could go for it. What's the chance to stun the dragon? Do we really believe in a 43%? No. But I nailed it anyway. Faith in your new apprentice is placed, maybe. As is your faith in the dark side of the Force. Okay. That's not too shabby. The Sunderer chose to fight, which makes sense. It's a barbarian unit. Alright. Our goal is to win. Right here, right now. And by win, I pretty much just mean kill the dragon. If I can kill the dragon, we can make it work. Teamwork makes the dream work. What? Yeah, that's how it goes. Do I kill the spearman or do I do damage to the thing? Kill the spearman. As this is a single entity, it can take the retaliation. Well, single entity and a fake unit. Ooh, actually, we can do something better. We can't. Never mind. We can kill it, though. If I had the thing. The dreaded thing. Look at that reduced healing. If I had the free action... Why aren't you retaliating? The free action channeling, then I could have Infernal Jawed it, but that's okay. We'll focus more on the game when we're not fighting a freaking dragon. On turn, whatever it is, 7. Kaboom! It's in the bush. Trees and bushes and high grass. Nice. You rolled the 50-50. Cool. Well done, Lolth. Hi, Spider Queen. By the way, I am using mods. You can run a full... in the description, I link them all. Not link them, but, you know, display them all. That Artifact Refinery is one of them. I actually really like the Artifact Refinery. I think it's a great building. I wouldn't mind some real buildings like that. I mean, there is a landmark that does that, but I think we could use a little more. I think we can... Do I go grab this for resources, or do I keep moving? We can keep moving. When we auto our scouts, they'll go, you know, pick all those up. But I want to come over here and see if we can find a way under. That's not encouraging. I don't think there is a way... Oh, there we go. Nice. So we would definitely want to come over here and build a city. We won't be able to link the cities, unfortunately, but I probably won't have Metropolitan for a while. This remains one of my favorite. Oh, it's way down here now. Okay, yeah. Spoiler alert, we're not going to have a lot of materia in this series. We'll have some. A couple here and there. Not many. So we can get another hero. It is turn 11. So I think this hero job is to run over here and put down a city. I think that is what it'd be. How are you doing? Can I move through your city yet? Great. I shall slay this foul abomination, and you shall join me. We are not doing any earth shaping. So, we have 3 custom heroes. Which one do we want? Is it just 3? It's just 3. I think we want... they're both fine. Eclavdra should be better, though. Are they both agriculture? Oh, I meant to switch one of these to research, but that's whatever. It's fine. So we'll grab Eclavdra. Oh, I have 4 heroes, don't I? I have 4 heroes. Nice. I forgot how many I made. We're going to get this anyway, but I think we can start this because it's going to be a while before we're there. Again, Lolth is not big on the whole diplomacy thing, but if she were ever in a weakened state, you better believe that she would finesse her way into getting... peacefully getting a vassal. Alright, so this is Eclavdra. Exarch Eclavdra. Eclavdra is Lolth's Exarch, High Priestess, Chief Ambassador, and head of all of Lolth's holdings in the Greyhawk Prime Material Plane. She is renowned for her beauty and cunning, which are equal only to her ambition. There was a time when she fell out of Lolth's favor due to an alliance hindering her goddess's scheme of dragging the world of Oreth into the demon web pits. But Eclavdra knew that her queen prioritizes ambition over blind loyalty. She seduced a demon lord and gave birth to a half-drow, half-demon boy named Athux, before slaying the aforementioned demon lord in Lolth's name. With Lolth's favor earned again, Eclavdra remains the most favored and powerful mortal within her abyss. So, there aren't actually... Well, there are a couple of characters that I come up with for Lolth's champions, as you will. But this one is from a different setting than the Forgotten Realms. That's why I said Greyhawk. But, yeah. From my understanding, in that setting, which I think is like 2E, she's kinda Lolth's goat. I mean, think about it. You convinced a demon lord to love you, and then you shanked him after giving birth to a super powerful child. I have never heard of something so Lolth-coded. There's a death cultist in here. That's not... My shield boy! Oh, that's a good miss. Lolth is dead. Remember how I said it is of the utmost importance that Lolth doesn't die early? Yeah, the game decided that she was going to. And by the game, I mean my questionable positioning. Created by this butthead. So, you know, my bad, but also screw that unit. The AI is determined to bring Lolth down, but I am determined not to let them. Oh yeah, went after drinking into this time. Last time we did that against Lolth. Okay. So I think I am, unfortunately, going to have to drop an Illusory Feast on this guy. He did get stunned, so we can ignore him if we choose to do so. Which I'm not opposed to. The skeletons are surprisingly the most dangerous thing here. I wish I had... Yeah, I don't have it. If I had Melee Mage, I could walk into their face and drop the base. Also, when I summoned this guy behind the bat, the little tiny bats, I had zone of control over him. That shocked me. Shocked me to my core. I didn't like it. These are tiny, so they have evasion against range attacks, but that didn't matter to our goats, I guess. Alright, this isn't much better. We got the range under control a little bit. Lolth isn't going to get snipered down. Probably. Ow! These guys never work for me. I don't know why. Perhaps it's because I asked too much of them. Well, that's going to be good. Double kill! Oh, I did give it to the summon, though. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So, of course, the summon, as a non-cultural unit, and not real unit, most importantly, is not affected by the whole gorging thing. The whole being dead thing. So, yeah. Ah, you sure? There's the mini game. That's the game we're going to be playing today. Well, this series. This whole campaign. I'm gorge maxing. And then we'll spider max. First we gorge max, then we spider max. That's how we max. You know? Yeah, I know. Alright, much cleaner. Much, much, much cleaner. I know some people don't like it when I drop the whole restarty, and I'm sorry if you don't, but let's just keep things moving, shall we? This is... That's a tier 4 spider. The tier 4 spider. I need more spider. Why? The game crashed. Alright, now that I have returned, hopefully everything will be okay. I'm not sure if this is due to any mods. I don't think so. I don't have any combat mods, I mean, besides the Armory of Wonders, which is not currently in play. We don't have any Wondrous weapons just yet. Could be cool to use some of them, though. I did really enjoy it. I've heard that others have found the mod thanks to the Ikit series and enjoyed it as well. Glad you're liking it. I hope you continue to do so. One thing, an idea I had, of course it didn't happen, but I really liked the idea of using the dual axes for like a Khorne Berserker build. Do I just full pivot? I guess so. Because we've had... Okay, we need to position very carefully here. This will do. There's like a great spot for the spider to jump, but hopefully it just can't. We had the Everchosen, of course. We have done an Archaon playthrough. I guess we'll just do it this way. There are two great spots for the spider for jump, but hopefully it can't do it. We have done the Archaon playthrough, but we haven't done like a Khorne specific playthrough. It'd be fun to do if we could. Now, of course, the reason why I put this thing in melee is because this is far more effective than just shooting a bunch. We'll face this way and go in defense mode. And get one shot. Alright, let's see how bad this goes. Yep. Oh, well, okay. Could have been worse. Game. Please. I know there were issues with the Wondrous item pack, but I don't think it would cause problems mid-combat. I also don't remember what the problems were with it. I know that it just had some, and it's been fixed since then, supposedly. Alright, this is an ethereal unit, so it should be able to go wherever it bloody well pleases. Realize that, which is good. We are going to want to try and kill this if we can, especially if we hit the stun. Stun! Darn. If I move here, we want to move here, right? Yeah. This way it can't jump into this spot and then get a flanking hit on us. Could still jump here, but it's fine. I think we're big chillin'. Kind of a shame how I have to do this, but it is what it is. It be what it be. It ain't what it ain't. I mean, I could let Lolth take the hit. She's still a lot safer. But I want her to get the kill. Ah. Decisions, choices. Alright. Good job, team. You should be alive. Yeah, you're fine. Assuming the game doesn't crash again. Should be good. This is going to be a Jaws moment. So we definitely want to get you out of here. And we can bring in... No, you. Sure. There's no kill quite like an overkill. Especially when it feeds our soul, you know? Oh, maybe I could have done the jump there. Oh, it's fine. We can do this. Cool. GG, team. We did great. All according to Keikaku. You know, once we returned. Once we were restored to life. I do wish we replenished in this domain. I don't heal at all. Okay. Very sad. Another haunted graveyard. Great. Just what I wanted to fight. How did you know? I mean, that is always the risk, of course. Oh, there's another free city here. Wait, can I? I can't make it up. I should have gone up if I knew there was a free city there, but... We march. We can put it on this tile. There's another wonder here, it looks like. Wonder what wonder this is. If it's gold, it's going to kind of suck, but... maybe would it be? No? This scout might just go on auto now. Ooh. As I say that. Oh, this is the free city. There you go. Lolth has the quick phase. She can now teleport. And we're going to get Corrupt Pact. We are going to cast it on Sacred Root. This is going to ruin the relations with other rulers, although it's not going to have any. But more importantly, it's going to steal 80% of its food income and give it to me. Beautiful. I think we will eventually integrate the city, but we don't care if it grows. At all. We might not even integrate it. Who knows? It really depends on if there is a way up there. Okay. I think I'm going to build a knowledge building. Or we're going to build... this takes a mine, interesting. A forester. No, I want some knowledge. I think we go stone steel into tavern. Now that we're tier 2, we can also build our shock units. And another animist, which we will want for sure. We're gonna need another quarry for the blacksmith. Okay. It takes forever to get through these corridors, but don't you worry. Ooh, we're at war with the Dream Vault. Seer Estrella Miraculous of the Free City Dream Vault threatens you. Some may consider you a god. I do not. I know your weaknesses. I know how to make even a gaudier bleed. Fear the power of Dream Vault, for your time has come. Okay. Now, we don't really want to have a city that's not underground, but we could take this over. Okay, that's one of them. Very unfortunate that it's come to this. We'll have another auto scout. I think we will grab... I don't want any of this. The Enchanted Crow Companion can help. We are scouting. You know, we're out and about and all that. Okay. So the fact that the city is at war with us means we cannot corrupt its pact, because it's not going to have a pact with us. We're also going to want to clear this. So we are on the way with Lolth. There was a node down here. Well, that's going to be there for a while. Ain't nobody got time to go back. We can expand this direction and just grab the province, just for having this little passageway. Even if we don't go up it, we will gain Imperium. I mean, I could build on this, but there's no point. I don't really want to. I mean, this, I think, is the perfect spot. Which I'm literally, like, one tile away to be able to get. Oh, alright. What's up? We're heading up. Out and about. I'll just boost this, why not? This is the Primal Charger. This is our tier 2 shock unit. I wouldn't say there's much special about the Primal Charger. It's just, it has a cleave that has the shock effect. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. That's pretty neat. Ooh. Well, well, well. Sometimes fate puts adversaries in our way to test our resolve. I hope for all of our sakes that you are no such adversary. Your face doesn't look quite what I made, but everyone say hello to Lolth's rebellious daughter, Lady Silverhair Elistray, the Dark Maiden. The Dark Maiden Elistray is Lolth's rebellious daughter, who knows firsthand the true depths of the Spider Queen's malicious schemes. It is by her hands that her father was accidentally felled. Despite being proven innocent, she elected exile to become the only light within the Dark Seldarian pantheon. From that day forth, she swore to combat Lolth's tyranny and guide the Drow to brighter days. While the Dark Dancer was struggling against all members of the Dark Seldarian, Lolth suddenly became silent. In that time, many Drow turned away from Lolth in pursuit of power, but Elistray knew that the Spider Queen was plotting something. While her chosen sought to attack Lolth's slumbering body, Elistray has followed Lolth's spirit to a new realm and joined forces with a wise queen to put an end to her schemes. So she leads the Elistrayan Drow. These are, I suppose, the only good Drow. Originally, the Drow were only evil. You couldn't even play as them in like the original versions of the game and 2E, and they were strictly evil entities because of Lolth. But as time has gone on, they've expanded, I suppose. And this is the good Drow goddess. She is our high culture representative as a devotee of good and ancient wise one. The Elistrayan Drow have arcane focus for bonus magic damage, keen-sighted for bonus accuracy, and sharp eyes. These, I believe, are just the base elfkin traits, but they're also all very good for the high culture. So, you would it be? She herself is a harmonious sage, so she likes empires that have many alliances, she likes empires that trade grievances, she dislikes empires that have defeated other empires, she dislikes empires that execute prisoners. Her strategy is to favor treaties, all war must be justified, she likes to explore, and she likes to expand. She, of course, hates our guts, as she should. For her bonuses, she got +1 starting hero, and +6 starting levels, which is pretty average, I think, for, the bonuses. I wonder if I can stop this without war. I'll try. We do not have... Oh, there's the other hero. I wonder if I discovered her because they're in an alliance. I think so. Will we get a pop-up? No, you're dead! Aww. Well, this is the wise hero that has joined forces with Elistray. It is none other than Queen Zelda the Wise. She leads the Hylians, which, even though they're elfkin form, they're like humans. They're kind of like a combination of elves and humans. They have like the Fayish aesthetic traits, but they have basically human physiology. Zelda is the name that all firstborn daughters of the Hylian royal family carry, and this reigning queen is no different. Queen Zelda has just inherited the throne from her father in a time of peace, but she was there when Link's knowledge of the future triggered an early execution of Ganondorf. She was there when that execution failed, and the sages were forced to seal him within the Twilight Realm. The young monarch knows that this peace is fleeting, and it is only a matter of time until Ganondorf somehow returns. In pursuit of a path forward, she has allied with another desperate princess to pursue a brighter future for Hyrule and all peoples. I imagine she's not going to link us either. Zelda, of course, the timeline for The Legend of Zelda is whack. If anyone knows it better than me, feel free to share. But essentially, in Ocarina of Time, the timeline split like 3 times? And one of those timelines is basically Link traveled back to the past and told the Hyrule royal family about Ganondorf's attack, and they tried to kill him preemptively, but because he has the Triforce of Power, it didn't work, and they sealed him away, and that was the starting point for then Twilight Princess. But yeah, Zelda lore is crazy. But I was inspired by the Adventures of Elliot to include someone from The Legend of Zelda, and we include Zelda herself. She is our feudal monarchy representative, with devotee of good and adept settlers. I don't think the AI uses aristocracy very well, and I'm pretty sure Hyrule is like a strict monarchy anyway. They are strong, they are hardy, and they are resistant, blessed by the Triforce of Wisdom. Zelda herself is a chivalrous diplomat that likes empires that have many alliances. She likes empires with good relations with free cities. She dislikes empires that break treaties. She dislikes empires that start wars. And her strategy is to form alliances, to never break treaties, to explore, and to expand. She is dead, but probably hates my guts. And she is in a full-blown alliance with Elistre, the Dark Maiden. Alright, where are you putting this? I'm thinking here. Actually, no. We want it here, I think. Because we are what we are. Good English, babe. We do have bonus annexing range. So, like, we can reach all the way up here, and this is a dead end on this tile. Perfect. I can just make it too. Son of a bitch. Really? An undead titan? Huh? Oh, crap. Oh, hey! Well, my friends, the custom hero for Elistre. Everyone gets one, except for one character who didn't get any. This is Satu, the Dark Urge. All drow are beloved by Elistre, and the Silver Dancer wishes them all a better future. In her eternal pursuit of freeing the drow from Lolth's tyranny, a peculiar warlock appeared before her, plagued by a madness of foreign origin. Under Elistre's light, the dark urge of a ballspawn has been silenced. Now, the altruistic megalomaniac Satu fights under her banner in opposition of Lolth and all who oppose harmonious freedom, even if her methods are questionable. This, of course, is Satu from my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, the second and last one. At least for now, at least for a while. And basically, I was a resisting Dark Urge. If you know what that means, great. If you don't, to not spoil it, basically, well, I'm going to spoil it. The Dark Urge is a ball spawn, a child of the god of murder, and basically, the game is written around that. Even if you're one of the origin characters or just a custom character, the game is very much around the ball spawn. And if you play as the Dark Urge, you get a whole bunch of urges to do terrible and horrific things. And I played as the character that tries not to do that. This is a Declaration of War. Okay. So I was a goody-goody two-shoe for once. That was fun. So I don't know how Satu got here. But if she's here, that means... that means Eilistre's probably pretty close. I am not at all confident about killing an undead titan. But it's time for our second tier 1 tome. Our second tome is the Tome of the Blood Rite. It is perfect, pretty much. Not a lot, but Lolth is pretty evil. I said that at the start, but she's kind of evil to the max. And some of her drow will offer her ritual sacrifices. Most of her drow. So this is kind of perfect.
Forbidden rites in a forgotten tongue. Burned scrolls of a kingdom raised on blood and sacrifice. These are the memories of the one we now call the Deathless God. His tenets. Now, he whispers them in my mind as words to be carved into our flesh. For every gift he bestows demands a price. And that price is blood.
Now, the Tome of the Blood Rite has basically a bunch of self-synergy with bleeding and whatnot, which we don't have a lot of. We aren't really going to be able to manipulate it that well. But we're going to get a battle mage out of this, which is nice and fun. We do need a second quarry for stuff and things. I'll put it there for now. We are going to want to get this blacksmith sooner rather than later, because we're going to need to pump out some units. Eklavdra has leveled up. She is a warlock. Do we want to get the blood pact? Every time I get an early blood pact, I feel like I kind of screw myself over. We'll go for transfer life. Because it does have a downside, believe it or not. New Empire Development skill is available. Farms grant +3 gold and +2 city's ability. Or Foresters grant +2 mana and +2 city's ability. No. We're going to put the thing here. I feel like this is not the correct spot. Like, I feel like this might be correct. But then there's this. I don't know. I'm going to put it here. This would give me maximum reach over the top. What would be so horrifically awful is if this suddenly expanded onto this tile and I got attacked. That would be no bueno. Go farther away. I'm just going to do it. 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 Okay. Now then. We are one away. Metropolitan plans or industrial infrastructure. City spells and city structures. I don't think that's relevant. We need 200 to form a city. So we have a little bit of extra. Cost the rate to expand. You better believe I'm going to. We can expand this way. I think I want to head towards this and just grab this. Again, we don't need to go through it. We just need to have it in our possession. Blacksmith Tavern. Done. And Eklavdra is going to come back towards her goddess. We're chilling. We do want this. It's 125. We can totally get this. I love building farms. Farms providing stability and gold, it makes me happy. We also want this, though. New priority. This. I love roads. I love roads. Roads love me. We're a happy family. With a great big shank. Please don't be in the shadow. Please don't be in the reinforcing shadow. Nice! I might even auto this. See how it does? Clean. Done. Magnifique. Boo! Nope. Hey! I'll take that. Okay. You get that. I hate these boots. I don't... Actually, you know what? I don't mind the boots. The boots are okay. I will grab the Enchanted Crow Companion so our scouts can see farther. Zelda has returned to Hyrule Castle. How much do you hate me? That's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. I think this was the wrong place to put the city. But... Hey, Kuka. We're going in. Saving Private Primal Charger. My cat is on the, we call it her palace. She has this, like, 3-story cat tower. And normally, when I'm recording, she likes to leave. She doesn't want to be here and listen to me yap, which I can completely and totally understand. I don't feel bad at all. Even a little bit. But she stuck around today. I don't know why. But, I'm not going to complain. Gonna heal up the charger. Because, if that auto was any indicator of what's about to come, it's not gonna have a good time. I wonder why the game is having a moment. We definitely want to spawn the thing. So we're going to spawn forth our spider. And it will prepare. Remember, it is an ethereal critter, so I don't think it cares much about anything. put you here, put this here. Because Eklavdra began with the Tunneling Spider Staff, she too can summon forth the Spider of I don't give a crap. Really? Huh. Okay. I mean, that's how you want to play the game. I can play the game that way. I just didn't think that was what we were doing. You know? You must be sure not to give the spiders the kill, though. As neat as they are, as much as I appreciate their presence, they don't deserve it. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I did anyway. Bonk. Go here. Yeah, this thing is immune to poison, so our bonus blight's probably not going to be very effective against it, but it's okay. We'll spread the love. Okay. Oh. He didn't do anything. Game, please don't. Don't. No. Game. I love you. Okay. It just had to hear me say those words. It was okay once it knew that I loved it. I think Kuka has given up. I love you too, Kuka. Okay. What is the plan? Well, shock unit. We don't want him to press that button. But the only way to guarantee it is to stun him. Nailed it. So now we're just going to hit him a bunch. I think that's the play. You might ask, what about these things? What about them? Well, we're going to ignore them, mostly. It is just a summon, so it too will disappear. But, for now, we'll just start punching. Everyone throw your best at this guy. And we will sacrificially devour him next turn. Just the plan. Plan, yes, the plan. Oh, goodbye, my spiders. You were loved. Honestly. Hey, look. Plan. Yes, the plan. Don't run. Ahem. Absolutely picture perfect. Devour. Nice. We have our outposts, which shall be immediately upgraded into a city of our culture. We do have a nice little custom area over here, which is nice. If there is a, it's so nice I said it twice. If there is an underground here, I wouldn't mind building next to it. There's another portal on a Crusader host. You love to see it. I'm sorry, that's not the right word. It be what it be. There we go. We have another animist, and I think I will get a 4th scout. Money. Just watch the money evaporate. Enchanted Crow Companion is going up. This will give our scouts +2 vision range on the world map, so they can see what's cracking. They can find them trees. I need to clear all this. It must all be cleared. maybe we'll take a turn to heal up here. Think about our life choices. I do have a couple of names. They're major drow settlements for our cities. Eklavdra's leveled up. I'm going to grab this foraging training. And Kulka demands release. Here's Melee Mage. Before we get Melee Mage, I'm going to grab this. Wicked Ritual. This will make it so we can cast an additional spell in the same turn I press the button. Rivalry was declared by Elestre. I'm shocked. In fact, that is so lore accurate, I'm proud of the AI. Allow me to unleash the beast as we in turn. Kulka is satisfied. I also forgot to mention that with Zelda... Hail! Aw, she's hailing me even though she hates my guts. She has +4 starting level and +1 starting hero. I'm sure everyone can guess who her hero is. That doesn't change the fact that that's who she got. Alright, city number dose. Really? That is a lot of spiders. He probably just got overwhelmed. Life is overwhelming. I understand. I get it. I got it. Good. Is that a matriarch? Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? You know? Just why wouldn't it be? It's matriarch season. We're all matriarchs right now. I hope to get plenty of them. Matriarchs, that is. I believe we have another character coming our way, right? I think I could transfer life to myself. I've always enjoyed that from the Warlock. Alright. We're gonna sit down, take a nap, sit right here, as the game thinks hard about its life choices. Oh, I immobilized the charger. That's like the one thing that unit does. It's fine. Totally fine. Yeah, okay. We'll just heal off a bunch of the spiderlings. It's fine. Or just outright kill one of the units. That's also fine. I mean, I kind of just want to sit here. You know? Maybe I can even immobilize them. Nope. Oh, they're immune to it, aren't they? Yeah, the spider type is a thing now. Ah, that's right. I could step forward. Yeah, okay. And bring you in. Boop. Okay. So we got. Yeah, I believe that the spider tag is just immune to immobilization. And slow, right? I can double check. So far, so good. Immune to slow and immobilized. Yes, indeed. Okay. This single unit's tying up a lot of my range, so we will be sure to put an end to that. I mean, it is very much... it is super Lolth coded. To blow up her own units. Or at the very least, not care much about the outcome of their positioning in battle. attacks. Can't help myself. I must keep it secret. Keep it safe. Go, we can get rid of the matriarch. That's good. I could devour her. This is fine. Not super great gorge maxing, but it's okay. That's okay. We'll get to it. I mean, the great thing about it is that eventually, just through sheer time, you will gain the stacks of demonic satiation. We don't have to be like super dedicated to it or anything. Shank. Every drow knows how to deliver a good shank. Gorge maxing. Oh. The other units are fake. You do not gain gorge stacks off a unit that is not real. So, there's no point trying to, like, you know, farm them down or anything. The more I look at this city position, the more I'm upset about it. But that's okay, because we have lots of areas to go. Least of all up here. So we're chilling. I'm building a road between my cities. Otherworldly reinforcements. Summon spells cost 20% less world map combat casting points, and combat summons cost less as well. Or specialized troops. Research skills to unlock units cost 40% less knowledge. This is very niche. But we have 2. At least. Oh, a great axe. Just take the enchanted armor on Klavdra. Do you want an axe? You want to axe him a question? I don't hate that idea. I mean, I quite like my damage currently. But this is always fun. That would be a 35 smackaroo. You can try it for a little bit. We got what we got, you know? There's a warrior amongst our roster that could use that as well. We get to that point. 15 Imperium, I will take it. And we will build a Forester. Just added 2 Imperium to our city income. You can see that right here. Just for having that within our domain. Nice production picked up. That went to our capital. Although that means we're not building anything right now. That's fine. The bonus production is stored. So, I guess the end of the world or anything. I think we want the granary. I think we want this. I think we want this. Ah! Granary first. And then Hungry Maw. Actually, that might not be true. That might be incorrect. That might be false Reno. It is. Hungry Maw first. So the reason why they want the Hungry Maw first. This is an SPI. Normally, it's a classic Fade move to ignore SPIs. But this will translate 10% of the food we make in the city to mana, which we're low on mana, so it's fine. More importantly, whenever we are victorious in battle, anywhere, we gain 50 food in the city. That is tremendous. Magnificent, even. And look, we've established Menzoberranzen. Oh, so we are agriculture government, right? Yeah. So farms provide additional food and city stability. I just grabbed this one because it was there. We're gonna grab this one next. We definitely want to build the palisade walls. We're gonna get that first. We have completed the research of our blood cultist. I just can't afford to get one yet. In time. Ooh, this is okay. We're gonna grab this though. I kind of want to get this. I want to get this instead. The Primal Communion will provide our trait to non-cultural units. what happened here. Which is our blood cultists. Alright, we have our scouts. You're out and about. We've been keeping track of your capability rankings. You are the most pathetic ruler, and that is how it should be. Wow. You two are of like mind. Fuck you. Temperatures in the immediate area rise and fall intermittently as a group of elemental beings panic at your army's approach. The Litherine Shard Lancer, seemingly the leader of this group, wavers unsteadily before you. It seems aware that engaging you would result in almost certain death, but is unwilling to abandon its group. You can leave if you give me your soul. Hey, look, I can get a blood cultist now. Your soul? Oh, heavens, no. Let's auto this. Oh, good, it's a bronze wonder. Fantastic. How about you? Lolth, join me. Join your Exarch in glorious battle. Why is it always the Primal Charger? Every time. Without fail. That's triple Weaver Spider. Triple. Triple. Alright, Lolth. What you doing, Lolth? Huh. Really hugging that axe. Alright. So this map is a little tight. But we'll make it work. Best we can, anyway. Need to be patient. Paciencia. Did you go here? You can. En paciencia. As we move forward. Who wants this? That was a dumb question. There's only one person worthy of it. We can see if we can get some Gorge Maxing going on here, but we'll see. Alright, well. Bunk. I kind of want to don't go in. That was English. It was something like English. This is too friendly fire. Oh, I can't do it. Why not? Thought I was a melee mage. Huh? What happened to that? Well, here we are. How in would you like to go? Yes. We are in. The only correct amount of in, all the way in. I don't know what I was hoping for there. I knew they couldn't be immobilized. Beautiful crit. We do have a 10% crit courtesy of Lolth. That's all we got. That's all we're working with. Okay. I'd say we're a little split up. Maybe it'll be okay. Rude. We do have an extra retaliation attack thanks to our weapon. Oh. Oh, but I got slowed, so it removed it. Man, I'm immobilized. Yikes. But I mean, I still have this trick, and you guys didn't move far enough away for that, so, boom. Hello. I really need to move away from this thing. Well, could have been worse, I guess. You have the flank? No, not quite. You know what? Let's give it a freebie. Primal Charger deserves at least one freebie. How is this not a kill? Mine. Really? 50-50. Nailed it. Of course, remember, that was a combat summon, which is not gorgeable. You cannot gorge max the combat summon. What if I just stand here? Am I pinning you, or are you pinning me? We're pinning each other. Beautiful. Less beautiful. Bunk. Alrighty then. Gorge maxing. Nice. Good times. Wand of Undead Raising. You know, that is technically within Lolth's domain. She has Necromancy. We won't be using any Necromancy today, but she has it. Just be aware. I'm broke. I have no money. The Clavdra is level 4. I believe she will follow in Lolth's footsteps and go Initiative Chaos. And I think we're going to grab the Bone Wyvern Keeper. So we get a free summon on combat start. We have our Primal Spider summons. We have our free Wyvern. Life is good. Good, great, even. I think that is our turn. Well, well. A new contender in the realm appears before me. Tell me, Queen of Spiders Lolth, the Weaver, are you a master or a pawn? Hello, Dumont. I'm okay with your transformation, I think. Wasn't quite what I was expecting, but that's good enough. This is Dumont, who leads the Tevinter Imperium. Dumont was the first and greatest of the dragon gods of Thedas, that would one day become the archdemons. His reign as the principal deity of the Tevinter Imperium was great, and his time as the first archdemon was more terrible still. To him, the first blight was a daze in which he, and the dark spawn under his command, nearly eradicated all life on Thedas. But the circumstances surrounding it remain yet a blur. What remains of the dragon god has arrived on this realm alongside his first priest to claim its secrets and restore his power and rightful rule. By sheer happenstance, he has encountered a dragon lord in an oddly similar situation. Perhaps they can aid each other in their own restoration. Perhaps they will devour each other. So this is Dumont from Dragon Age Origins. Technically, Dumont has never appeared in Dragon Age game, and we've only gotten references to him. So I'm not sure what future Fabe's going to throw up on the screen, but probably just Archdemon pictures. The dragon gods, originally, before the retcon, were kind of just like ancient godlike beings that taught blood magic to the Tevinter Imperium, which is forbidden magic, pretty much. Nice and evil. And I don't think there was ever like a consensus on what they actually were. Like, some thought that they were actual gods, which they might have been. Who knows? Who knows? But I think they were retconned in Veilguard to be like thralls of the elven deities or something. Something silly like that. But there were some codexes that even suggested they were in the Golden Throne itself, which is interesting. He leads the mystic culture of potential as ritual cannibals and keepers of knowledge. I want them to be neutral, because the Tevinter Imperium is largely considered with a negative connotation, partially because they still practice like slavery and supremacy and stuff. They're a mageocracy, so magic above all and all that. They have arcane focus, keen-sighted, and adaptable. And flesh-carved rooms already. He himself is a sinister spy, so he likes empires that break treaties, he likes empires with a weaker economy, he dislikes empires with stronger research, he dislikes empires that trade. His strategy is to be covert, to gain vassals, to explore, and to exploit. Good luck with the vassals on this realm, my dude. Also, he doesn't entirely hate me. Just interesting. His starting bonus was 7 levels, and 1 starting hero. Which I already kind of gave away what it was. But, we'll see. We'll see. Are we chilling? I kind of want to walk over here. I can't even see the banner on you. So I'm sure we're going to meet his happenstance friend. The reason why I gave him 7 bonus levels is because, well, yeah, the Dragon God and all that. But, oh, I didn't meet his friend. Also, we had a very interesting thing happen when I gave a Dragon Lord 8, level 8 starting rank. We had a thing happen where he went with an aspect that was completely antithetical to what he was. So is this a destiny trait? Huh. When's the last time I saw one of these? So yeah, I wanted to wait until he was at least, in the game before he hit level 8, and maybe he'd do something closer to his tomes. Astral's okay. The Dragon Gods were the apex of magic, blah, 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 blah. So, whatever. Wrapped in bloody bandages, the chairman of the Lolthite Drow Council greets you with pride. Strength and blood, queen of spiders Lolth the Weaver, he exclaimed to the raised fist. The weak fall on the battlefield. The frail are cold like vermin in their holes. No tactic is too gruesome when it wins a battle. We Lolthite Drow adopt our enemy's strengths, and we triumph. The council has collected your general's most effective tactics, so that all Lolthite Drow may be drilled for victory. So this is a destiny trait. I'm down. This is kind of a crappy one. Can I ignore the stability penalty? It's going to be a little tough. We could try. So, we're going to absorb this as another society trait. This will give us minus 10 alignment, which is fine. We're evil anyway. Units of this race earn 50% bonus experience in combat, but cities of this race lose 2 stability for each population. Do whatever it takes. The Lolthite Drow shall be feared for their ruthlessness, as all good Drow are. Boost! Uh-oh. There's no forester here. Well, another farm wouldn't hurt. Okay. Also, that was a lie. Another farm could hurt, but I think it's going to. I think we want to bonk this. No, we want to heal. No. No. Fine. Want to clear all this stuff out, and then we want to secure this, and I think that'll be the last thing we do for today, most likely. Hopefully we can meet Dumot's friend. I'm pretty proud of the Dumot and who I chose to be his companion. So, here at the tier 3 of Nature Affinity, we can get symbiotic armies. Your non-racial units gain +5 hit points and +5 morale for each racial unit in the same army. This actually will be kind of okay for us in the future when we have spoders going on. Is it going to be enough of a boon? I don't think it is. It's so hard to beat foraging. Foraging is so good. While in friendly domain, your units regenerate 15 hit points per turn and gain 5 experience per turn. This is so unbelievably strong. Also, we're going to get to Pact of Vassalage. There is not a way up here. This is stuck. This has to come out here to expand, and I'm going to expand on top of all that first. I'm not sorry either. Okay. This is a bold scout. I admire your boldness. Will it get you killed? Yep. Good try, though. Huh. That's, That's a spicy meatball of units. Dream Vault has sent a war party. Okay. Lolth is leveled up. What makes me the most immediately strong right here, right now? Sure. I would say melee mage is the answer to that, but we'll take it. So we're going to go into here. I think we take a charger. So we're going to leave out... Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Here we go. Before you can enter the bandit-infested fortress, you are stopped by a whistle from nearby. A coarse-looking woman appears from behind a broken wall. Hey, psst, my queen of spiders. I see you're trying to enter my old camp. I used to lead the gang of idiots in there, but after our last raid, they booted me out. Mutiny. Hey, if you teach them a lesson, I will gladly point you to our secret stash of loot. Sharing the spoils, you know. The rugged stranger grins, keeping her distance. Those bastards laid out traps. I can help you find them. Scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. What do you say? Allow the leader to reveal the traps. Okay, this is terrifying. Triple longbow. Out of curiosity, how does the AI do? You know what? Let's sit back, relax, and see how the AI handles this challenge. So I'm not actually sure what, I guess, is this thing. Several traps have been revealed on the map. If a unit moves over them, it will be inflicted with bleeding for 3 turns. Oh, is the AI going to cast spells? I meant to turn that back on. Maybe it won't. That's fine. It is worth noting that every battle I don't control is one that supposedly... It is casting spells. Supposedly does not have masterful gorge maxing. That is important to note. Okay. I am perplexed by the AI starting position, but that's alright. Well done. Double slow, double immobilize. Good heal on the unit that can't move. Moved into melee and then cast the fire. Well done. Tying up the unit. I don't know if the summon should be skirmishing, but I believe the Wyvern is an entire combat summon. It's not a 3-turn thing. I don't think. Nice second wind that you can't do anything with. I mean, I guess it heals a little bit. Sure. Lolth getting bonked is an unfortunate side effect of their play, but Frozen, I'd be a little mad. Not gonna lie. Nice hit. Nice second hit. Lolth healed. Well sustained. Okay, I believe she used the Harmony. And then Zibbity zapped. That was a choice. I wish I could say I knew why they did that, but I think they just did it to do damage. The Wyvern goes in. The Wyvern could have gone in last turn. Tie it up, but okay. The second spider never even got to attack. I hate to see it. That's what they get for summoning so quickly, though. Incredibly elusive protector. Good job. Good job. You always get the charger in danger. Heal on Lolth again. Double heal on Lolth. She is full functional HP. I'm casting a spell, which is fine. Gave the kill to Lavra. I don't know what her name is. I had never heard of this unit before. This creature. Could have moved up and then healed. Minor misplay from the AI. It's so much easier to spot misplays when you're not the one making the decisions. When you're just watching and observing. Okay, another interesting choice. To jump. We got the Raise Undead wand coming out. Ah, see, he gave the kill to a summon. That's not great. How are you supposed to gorge max if you give it to a fake unit? Ay, ay, ay. Come on, AI, you know better. Yeah, like that. Alright. Fair enough. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't awful either. Ooh, Vicious Killer, very nice. After dealing with the den of bandits, you can search the ruins. You are quickly joined by the former bandit leader. The stranger sighs as she looks at the bodies of her former comrades. Shame, they were decent cronies while it lasted. She leads you to a secret room hidden behind a stone slab. Anyway, here's the stash. Some fine loot too, even a striking typhoon. The name's Ursra the Willbreaker, by the way, should our paths cross again. Ursra the Willbreaker will lead you to a room full with bandit loot. Ta-da! I'll leave it to you. She quickly fills her pockets with gold and attempts to leave. Morale, money. I'll take money. Alright. You and you. Go here. Boop. Boop. Nice. We do have to heal a little bit, but thankfully it's why we got the Forger thing. Oh, there's probably something over here. Probably. Might as well. Cool. So this is the Ruins Peak. Gives us some Imperium and Draft, and counts as a research post. I believe we gain bonuses per... Knowledge per quarry. Okay. And get some Brewer Ogres. I'm sure Lolth has used Ogres before. Here's the glorious Hungering Maw. Maybe when the Masonic Hall first. I'm going to get this first, though. Wizard Tower Foundation. Oh, show. Move over with the Blood Cultists. Eklavdra. That's her name. Eklavdra. I think we want to go for Dark Ritual. Maybe we don't even care. Maybe we do. Never from the entire unit gains grace. I mean, this could be really helpful. Alright, we'll grab it. We'll grab it. Ooh. Okay, so this ring is going to Lolth. We have the Mask of Accuracy, which is not super relevant. We'll grab the Helm of Fortune. And we'll even take this, I think. We'll play around with some weapons here. We can use pretty much all of them, so. We have corpses. By which I mean to say we have money. We'll grab a Spirit Tracker from here. Lots of scouts roaming out and about. I think we'll take another Blood Cultist for the other army. They will be very helpful in securing our future, and we'll end the turn to see the consequences of our actions. We're definitely going to declare rivalry. We're even going to fabricate. Yeah. Because we want to declare war with major justification. For the bonus Imperium. And I think the best way we do that is by building up grievances with Elistray. It's the most lore-accurate war we're going to have. For sure. Let's show me who that you're in an alliance. Maybe it just doesn't show you. I hope I didn't screw that up. Uh-oh. When a great world tree has sufficiently matured, it shoots its seeds off into the astral sea towards new worlds. World trees do not reproduce on their own worlds. Instead, they spread their seeds on distant realms. Should a world seed find a barren world, it will eventually make it fertile and inhabitable. However, a world seed finding a lush world will stir the trees and plants that were already there. Fragments of the shattered world have crashed in every forest, causing them to spread and grow hostile towards your armies. Forests are to spread into adjacent provinces, grasping vines active in combat, and units on forest provinces suffer the living forest. So we heal less and see less on the world map if we're in a forest. And in combat, every 2 turns, all units have a chance to become immobilized for 1 turn. That is supremely annoying. I'm going to have to double check. To make sure. There you go, you could have this. Double check just to make sure that I did this correctly, but I think I did. Oh, hello. Huh. Well. That's horrifying. Primal community is in. I will take the blood drinking. We want both of these, I think. Yeah. Those go together well. Oh dear. Oathwarden Balshin Brandguard of the Free City Milestone looks at you disgusted. How can you be so evil? Easily. How can you sleep whilst those before you cower in fear? I may not have a chance of defeating you, but I have a responsibility to all the people of this realm to stand up to you. May the combined forces of good bring your evil reign to an end. So they have met Elistray, but they're not anyone's vassal. Alright. Well, I think that this is a great place to call it for today. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Just one more boost. Just one more. That's all we needed. Is there a gold? Oh, this is a quarry. Okay. No, it's a gold mine. Money! Yeah, I'll boost that out real quick. Okay. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the first episode of Lolth's journey. We didn't get to meet everyone. We didn't even meet a majority of them, but we met a couple. The war is on, and I encourage you to consider who else could be here. Because if I do say so himself, I did a pretty good job with these ones. I had to ruminate on it for a while, but I got there in the end, I think. Thank you to patrons and the channel members support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you're looking to stay up to date with anything happening channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time as Lolth repels the Pyre Templar invaders and begins proper expansion.